Well, let's begin with what's been happening in the Iran war. The United States has said that it is entering the end game in its war against Iran. Washington is set to unveil a new sanctions package today, calling it an economic D-Day. But Iran has dismissed the threat, saying it is like watching the same movie over and over again. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says the bullying under President Donald Trump is no different from that under previous American administrations. Remember, Iran has lived under U.S. sanctions for decades. Earlier, U.S. House Speaker and Trump ally Mike Johnson had said that the war in Iran is set to enter a new phase in the near future. Johnson also said he expects partner countries to provide support during the next stage of the conflict. But Iran has already warned countries against joining the United States' campaign. The head of Iran's top security body warned that Tehran will treat any country supporting new American economic measures against Iran as an act of war. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, meanwhile, is expected to announce these new measures ahead of his scheduled press conference. Bessent called it the single greatest financial offensive ever marshaled against an adversary. The aim, he said, is to cut off every economic lifeline sustaining the regime until Tehran stands alone. But developments across the region suggest that Iran is far from completely isolated. Days after Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan signed the Mecca Agreement, reports now suggest that Iran has received an invitation to join the new security alliance. Mehdi Rahimi, head of the Iranian parliament's Khane Melat news agency, told Al Mayadeen that the invitation is under review at the moment. Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir, meanwhile, has arrived in Tehran. The visit comes as part of the ongoing efforts to strengthen peace and security in the region. Oman's foreign minister will travel to Iran on Tuesday this week as Tehran and Muscat seek a way to regulate the passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Iraq has proposed a unified security coordination council with Iran and Saudi Arabia, which is aimed at rebuilding trust between the regional rivals. Iraqi National Security Advisor Qasim al-Araji told the state television that the initiative seeks to address what he called a crisis of confidence between Tehran and Riyadh. Meanwhile, the war appears to be putting growing strain on American forces and on Washington's ties with its allies. Seoul's Marine Corps said that the United States has cancelled a joint amphibious landing drill scheduled for next month with South Korea. The cancellation was blamed on constraints on the availability of American forces due to the Iran war. It follows President Trump's surprise order to scale back a separate annual joint military exercise that ended last Friday. Trump cited the cost of the exercise and Seoul's refusal to take part in the Iran war.